America was getting richer than ever before, but not everyone was sharing in the prosperity. Imagine it. The year is 1880. Railroads now stretched across the United States, and business was booming. This era would be referred to as the Gilded Age. The term gilded came from a novel written by Mark Twain and Charles Dudley Warner. The word was meant to describe something covered in a tiny layer of gold. It looked strong and prosperous on the outside, but on the inside, there were some issues. During the Gilded Age, industrialists such as Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, and Cornelius Vanderbilt amassed an incredible amount of wealth in these business empires that they created. With massive amounts of business comes massive amount of industry. So all these factories were being built, and in order to fill all these positions, immigrants were coming from around the world to improve their lives and seek out these opportunities. But just because this was the Gilded Age for the leaders of the business world doesn't mean that everyone was enjoying these spalls. These factory jobs came with long days, were often dangerous, and for very little pay. And of course, this is also the time where you had children who worked long days alongside the adults. Political corruption was also fairly common during this period, and people who had a lot of influence in the business world tend to also have a lot of influence over what was going on in the government. The gap between the richest Americans and everyone else grew tremendously during this period. The Gilded Age raised the United States to the level of economic powerhouse, but it also raised a lot of questions about wealth and power and fairness. These are questions that we still are asking today. Coming up, as wealth was so heavily concentrated in the few, farmers began organizing.